What's going on? Hope you're doing great. I just woke up, so I'm a little bit sleepy here. Good morning to anyone else watching in the morning here. Today we got The Bends from Radiohead, album from 1995. I believe this is their second studio album. I know a lot of people kind of skip over Pablo Honey, so these are the last two albums I have to listen to in their studio album discography here, The Bends and Pablo Honey. So we're going to do this one. I might end up doing Pablo Honey as well, but we're going to get to this one first here. I know a lot of people have been recommending this one. Apparently it's a pretty darn good album. Sounds like people argue this is kind of like their first really good album, so I'm excited to give it a try. Just while I was pulling the album up here, I've seen this cover art for years and years and years. It's an odd album art, so it's definitely one I've seen before and recognized. But as far as the music, I don't think I've heard a single song off of here, so that should be exciting. We're kind of getting to the end of the Radiohead journey here, so without further ado, I think we should just get right into it. Like I said, I just woke up, so if I'm a little sleepy in this one, sorry. But okay, let's just get right to it. We got Planet Telex for the opening track here. I like this intro. Kind of cool spacey effects on the piano. I like this. Kind of got a heavier edge. Cool guitar riff too. Yeah, this is a really cool intro. Okay, just gonna do a quick pause. I really, really like this intro here. It's got a good hard rock groove to it, or a grunge groove to it. Really catchy little drum riff. That guitar riff is really cool. Great vocal delivery so far. I think I remember people pointing out that on their earlier albums, you could definitely hear their influences a little more. I saw some people say the reason that Pablo Honey gets criticized is because they hadn't necessarily found their sound as much. Like they kind of blended in more with the music that was going on during that time. And at least with this start here definitely sounds a little, it doesn't sound as like a defined Radiohead sound. Like I hear the sounds of the bands from this era in this start here. But I really like this intro. This is a really great ass start here. So we'll keep it going. You can force it, but it will stay slow. Yeah, that's very cool in the background. chorus is growing on me a little bit. Nice. Okay, so they still have their kind of longer outros. It's not super long, but oh, let me pull this back. Yeah, I loved that opening track. That was like that's just a style of song that I personally enjoy. It's just again, it's one of those things you can enjoy in the context of the album or just by its own. I could just kind of jam out to that, and it's a straightforward song. It's easy listening, but it's got a nice groove to it. I really loved that guitar riff, both kind of in the verses and in the chorus. I don't know. I like the texture of the guitar worked there. The vocal delivery was great. Like I said, it had a bit more of a grungy kind of harder rock vibe to it, and it was easy listening, but it still had some of the signature things I do like from Radiohead. Like I wouldn't be able to point out what instruments or how they were doing it, but a lot of the atmosphere that was coming in the background that a lot of their tracks have, that was very cool to hear. The opening piano part with the way it was like kind of coming in and out was very cool too. So it was a straightforward track, but it was fun. It had a good vibe. And with the lyrics, I don't know what they're talking about in particular, but it's kind of a set of lyrics I feel like you can take your own interpretation from and just apply how you would like. You could force it, but it will not come. You can taste it, but it will not form. You can crush it, but it's always here. You can crush it, but it's always near, chasing you home. Saying everything is broken, everyone is broken. So yeah, maybe you guys can let me know what in particular this is actually about. But I feel like definitely if I was listening to this a bunch, I would just create my own kind of meaning for what this means for me. But yeah, this was a really fun opening track. Like that riff is so cool to me. It's nothing like crazy. It's just good to listen to. Yeah, I absolutely love that. Like, I don't want to speak too soon, but that's like honestly one of my favorite tracks I think I've heard from them. It was just really fun and easy listening. Yeah, so I can sit and yap about this one for a while, but we'll keep it going. So we got the title track next, The Bends. So let's give that a shot. Little stop and go.
Where do we go from here? The words are coming out. Oh, wait, where are you now? When I need you, alone on an airplane, falling asleep against the window pane. My blood will thin.
This track sounds very Nirvana to me.
I need to wash myself again, to hide all the dirt and pain, 'cause I'd be scared that there's nothing underneath. Who are my real friends? really sinking.
This is a really interesting vocal performance from him so far. You know, it's his style. Tom, I believe his name is definitely different than the later albums. Not like super different, but different enough. You know, I think that's just the whole band so far in this one. It's like I said, their sound is not super duper refined as it will be later on, naturally. But yeah, I'm liking the guitar work in this one too. Let me pull it back a little bit because it looks like we were about to change into something here. So.
I need to wish myself again to hide all the dirt and pain, 'cause I'd be scared that there's nothing underneath. Who are my real friends? Have they all got the bends? Am I really sinking? They're slow. Baby's got the bends. Oh no. We're not having any real friends. No, no, no. Just lying about with the drip fit on, talking to my girlfriend, waiting for something to happen. I wish it was the 60s. I wish we
I'll stop pausing, but I did just want to bring up, I know this is one of their earlier albums, 95 or whatever. How old were they when they wrote this? Because I just feel like this is an angsty kind of sounding lyrics and album. I wonder how old they were in particular.
be happy. I wish that something would happen. Where do we go from here? The planet is a Gundam in a sea of fear. And where are you? Brought in the CIA, the tanks and the home marines to blow me away, to blow me sky. Baby's got the bends. We're not having it real friends. Just lying about with the drip fit on, talking to my girlfriend, waiting for something to happen. I wish it was the 60s, I wish we could be happy. I wish that something would.
It's a fun build-up. Where do we go from here? The words are coming out all weird. Where are you now? When I need you. Very cool outro too. I like how they close that out. Okay, so that was the Bends. That's a really fun second track too. That one had some really cool dynamics. Like I said, the guitars in this album seem to be a lot more distorted so far, but kind of bouncing back between that and these clean parts here and the more mellow singing is a very cool part of the song there. I was just about to say something. Oh, the little stop and go guitar riff's kind of a cool thing too.
Words are coming out all weird. I need to wish myself again. I need to wish myself falling asleep.
I like the chord choices in the guitars too. Yeah, it's a pretty different sound from them, from their later work. It is a kind of in that grungy type of area, and it's another pretty straightforward song in terms of structure, more kind of traditional song structure than what I'm used to hearing from them. But I really like it. This is another one I would say is like a fun track, again, that I could listen to individually, which is, it's always weird with Radiohead because a lot of the times I get like the vibe like this track is fun, but then you look at what Tom is singing and it's like, I wouldn't describe the lyrics as fun. He always seems to be going through some sort of inner turmoil. but just for it, I'm not a huge lyrics guy in rock music, so um, a lot of the times I'm just kind of listening to the melody of the lyrics rather than what he's actually saying and just vibing out. And for me, that part of it is fun. When you actually hone in on the lyrics, yes, there's more going on. But this was a fun second track too. It's just kind of straightforward, grungy rock bops so far. So yeah, this is a fun album so far. I'm enjoying this, so we'll keep it going. Okay, we got High and Dry up next.
Jumps in a week, bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the ground beneath you drop. You kill yourself for recognition, kill yourself to never ever stop. Another mirror, you're turning into something you are not. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry, don't leave me high, don't leave me dry.
Okay. I don't mind that chorus. A pleasant little post-chorus bridge type thing here. Not really a bridge, but
You'll be the one who cannot talk. All your insides fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing you could still make love.
I like the little clean guitar added in the background.
They're the ones who hate you when you think you got the world all so stars. They're the ones who spit at you. You will be the one screaming out. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry.
Nice.
It's the best thing that you ever had, the best thing that you ever had. It's the best thing that you ever had, the best thing you've had has gone away. So don't leave me high, don't leave me dry, don't leave me high, don't leave me dry, don't leave me high.
Yeah, really pleasant.
Don't leave me dry.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice way to end too. Yeah, I like that. That was high and dry. Again, another really straightforward, pleasant song. Kind of gives you a break from the more distorted guitars that we heard in the first two tracks. Um, yeah, it's as far as like it's not like the songwriting in this is like groundbreaking, but I don't think it needs to be. I don't really give a shit about that. I'm just pouring it out as a first impression. Just a really pleasant, straightforward song. Like I said, the song structures are more straightforward in this album so far. Yeah, really pleasant acoustic there. Pleasant vocal delivery here as well. Like I said, this chorus, I like it. It's pretty gentle and nice. Kind of grew on me throughout the song as well. It was really cool. You know, a thought I was having in the middle of this song as we're going through this album, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but so it went the Benz, then OK Computer, then Kid 8, right? Right? If that's the case, it's kind of fucking crazy how much how much their songwriting changes in that span. Like this is so more straightforward, kind of like mainstream, typical, and then Kid A, is like completely much more off the wall. Um, Kind of interesting to see that progression in reverse here, because I believe, well, not in reverse, but kind of in reverse for me. Anyways, back to this song in particular. That was a really pleasant song. Everything so far has been good songs, very pleasant, very easy listening. Definitely could see myself revisiting all of this stuff. So this has been a pretty fun start to this album here. So, okay, we'll keep it moving here. We got Fake Plastic Trees up next.
A green plastic watering can for a fake Chinese rubber plant and a fake plastic girl. Which she bought from a rubber man in a town full of rubber plants to get rid of itself. The words around, the words around,
Nice background organ.
the words around.
Yeah, this is pretty.
Where's around? She lives with a broken mind, a crackpot of styrene man who just crumbles and burns. Used to do surgery for girls in the 80s, but gravity always wins. And where's the man?
Okay, gonna try to look at the lyrics a little bit here. Her green plastic watering can for a fake Chinese rubber plant in the fake plastic earth that she bought from a rubber man in a town full of rubber plants to get rid of itself. It wears her out. She lives with a broken man, a cracked polystyrene man who just crumbles and burns. He used to do surgery for girls in the 80s, but gravity always wins. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep going. I think I might have pulled that too far forward. Hold on.
Where's the man? Where's the man? Where's
This is a cool build up.
It wears me out. It wears me out. It wears me out. And if I could be who you wanted, if I could be who you wanted all the time, all the time.
Okay, that's Fake Plastic Trees. That was a pretty pleasant song here too. I'm just trying to look at the lyrics. Yeah, I have ideas, but not totally sure. But yeah, that was really pleasant too. Obviously, starting more with a lot of the acoustic and kind of more low key start to this song, and it has this great big build up that's very powerful. I really liked the use of the organ in the background of that one as well. Another great vocal performance from Tom as usual. Very powerful vocals. And then obviously breaks all the way back down, and we have a very pleasant outro. Yeah, this was a really nice one too. I think this song in particular might even be a grower on me the more I listen to it. But I really enjoyed the structure of this one. And the overall mood of it is not like it's a good listen. I don't think fun's the right word for this one, but that one has more of a sense of melancholy than what I've heard in some of the other songs, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, I think this one's probably the most of a grower so far. I don't know why I'm just predicting that. I could be wrong, but I think this one I might enjoy more and more and more the more I listen to it. But it's a really good first listen too. So yeah, this has been a great start to this album. Definitely enjoyed that. So next we got Bones. So I'm curious to see if there is anything I've heard on this album. So far there's not. But yeah, okay, next we got Bones. Like, this song title seems a little familiar. Thick bass to start. As a cool effect as well to intro us. The vocals seem super up front in this one. That was okay. So I really liked that kind of chorusy thing there. I loved the power of it. Like I said, I'm loving this kind of rock vibe they're going for. Really cool guitar riff and build up. This transition out of it seemed a little abrupt to me. Let me hear it again. Ground to distance. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, it's a little abrupt, but not as crazy as when I first heard it. Love it. Nice. Oh, they faked me out. I should have looked at the time. I thought they were going to give us one more spin of that. Yes, that was another very fun song. Super duper high energy. Very in your face. Just punching you with thick guitars and strong vocal performances. Really fun, high energy track. Yeah, what can you even really say? Just a fun rock song, you know? It's just this, yeah, like I said, this album has definitely been easy listening so far. At least with the first half here, this is something I can see myself going back to a lot. Just fun, easy listening to go through. Yeah, it's a happier album compared to a lot of their other stuff. And I'm really enjoying it so far. So Bones was very cool. I did not recognize that song. Like I said, I thought maybe from the title, maybe this is like one of their bigger songs I've heard, but no, still haven't heard anything on here and really enjoying this first listen so far. So that was very cool. And next we got Nice Dream in parentheses here. So let's see what this is about. Pleasant opening riff. I really like this. Nice chorus. You know, I don't know how I feel about the kind of vocal delivery on these verses so far. Like, I kinda am not loving it on first listen here, but I need to give it more time.
She says that she'd love to come
Okay. Did not see it going here. Yeah, very pleasant acoustic here. Okay, so that's a nice stream. I think as far as song structure, they kind of change it up a little bit here. It's not nothing super crazy, but that little break that comes around here was a nice little change up. Like I said, I didn't see that coming at all. Yeah, that's one. Like I said, I don't love the delivery here.
Listen to me.
It's not like awful or anything. Definitely hope it doesn't come across that I'm saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I don't know. I just don't find it as catchy as some of the other stuff. But it'll be interesting to see how it grows with me, because I think that about a lot of vocal deliveries on lots of albums, and then I spin the song like 10 times and it clicks with me, and I get over whatever trepidation I was having. Like I said, I really like the chorus on this one. Straightforward. Nothing crazy, just pleasant. The acoustic guitar work was really nice. Yeah, I'll just have to see if that vocal delivery grows on me a little bit. I will say, as a first impression, that's probably my least favorite so far, but things could change. They tend to change. And definitely not a bad song. Not even close to a bad song. Just of what I've heard, probably my least favorite so far. But I'm interested to see if this is one that I'll live with and grow with. So we'll have to see. You guys let me know what you think of this as well. I'm always interested to hear. So we'll keep it moving. We won't linger on this one too long. Next, we got Just. So let's see. Catchy intro. I'm loving this to start. Oh, that's cool. This is very cool. I want to pull this back. This intro was so interesting to me and caught me off guard. I want to hear it all again. I love that. Comes like a comet, suck at you but not your friends. And they'll get to you and teach you how to be a holy cow. You do it to yourself, you do. And that's why Radiohead says you do Great guitar riff on the chorus, too. So many cool guitar parts thrown at us already. Whoa. Oh my god. They're going off. Okay, Jesus Christ. What made them decide to do that? That's sick as hell too. Wow. Okay. I fucking loved that song. Yeah, that's my favorite on the album so far for sure. That like low key might be one of my favorite Radiohead songs in general. It's so hard to say through like 7 or 8 studio albums. Like there's so many gems like that I'm probably just not thinking of off the top of my head. But I love that. I love that. That was like one of the cooler rock songs I've listened to in a second here. Literally, I don't know how to even articulate it. I just loved every part of that song. Obviously the intro was so cool. I wanted to spin it back here. I think a lot of the guitar work, like none of it was really generic on this one. Each part was really catchy and distinct from each other and brought different feels. There were different ideas. And, like they didn't sound generic, you know, like it's not like some super straightforward, like 4-chord progression or anything. I really liked the way the one guitar lick early on kind of links up with the vocals. That's a really cool touch that just gives some character to the track. That is super pretty. I love the build up into the chorus here, and it's like, I don't know if it's heavier chords being played, and then they ring out those couple strings at the end of it. That right there. Oh yeah, this too, this like tremolo picking big build up thing was an awesome addition and super distinct from the other guitar parts that we've heard. That really cool addition, I'm trying to find it now. This part, this is sick as hell. The transition. Hold on. This is sick. Like, that's so nice. Like that was like a super well crafted song in my opinion. It's so interesting. It doesn't bore you at any part. It had a lot of change ups, a lot of distinct parts. The fucking song was incredible. I love that. I love that. Uh, yeah, I don't even know what else to say. I think I'm just really impressed by that one. Yeah, easily the most impressive song so far, and I've liked everything on this album really. So, wow, I love that. I'm gonna be spinning that one a lot for sure. We will keep it moving. We still got a decent chunk of songs left, so we got My Iron Lung up next. Whoa. Very audible bass. Like, that was cool. They love throwing these weird ass guitar leads. Oh, hold on. Okay, so just another fun song. I really loved the build up into that very powerful chorus and distorted guitars in that part. This clean intro is cool. I like that we could feel the bass a little bit more on this one. I don't have too much to say about this part. This is a little more, I guess, generic. You know, it's a little bit more, it's not a super ambitious part here. I feel like you're hearing a lot of stuff like this, especially during this time. This is a cool little riff. And then I do really like the build up into that part of it too. So yeah, I don't have too much to say about the track. It's just enjoyable. It's a nice listen. It doesn't blow my mind, and I definitely don't hate it. It's just a nice kind of in the middle track there. It was a fun listen, and probably again one I'll enjoy the more I get into it. So that was kind of fun. I still feel like I'm recovering from the last track and how much I enjoyed that. But this like there's no bad songs on this album. You know, I think that's one of the things I'm coming away with here and just really enjoying and I'm really impressed by so far. Yeah, this has been a really fun listen. Okay, Bulletproof, I Wish I Was is up next. Let's give it a try.
Limb by limb and tooth by tooth, staring up inside of me. Every day, every hour, wish that I was bulletproof.
I like how he's holding that note. That's very nice.
So pay me money to take a shot. Red filled a hole in me. I could burst a million bubbles. A surrogate.
Yeah, that's super duper pleasant. Yeah, that was really pleasant. The chorus really makes the song for me. It's just that vocal delivery is very, very nice along with that guitar riff. Very pleasant, very again melancholy, but it's always going to be melancholy with these lyrics and stuff, you know, just like limb by limb and tooth by tooth, tearing up inside of me every day, every hour. Um, yeah, but the it's a really pleasant listen, and I love the placement of this. The track list kind of needed something like this. Like we're getting so much thrown at us, so much heaviness in the rock centric kind of parts of this album. Getting something like this is a good break, but I think that kind of diminishes it because it's better than just a break. It serves as a break in the context of the album, but just enjoying the song by itself, it's a really pleasant listen. You know, really pleasant, easygoing listen again here. Like I said, really love the chorus. That's what makes that song for me. Um, that was great. Yeah, that's another one I'll be spinning back. Yeah, yeah, no misses on this album for me so far. So, really, really pleasant. Um, like I said, I'm not much of a breaker down of the lyrics. Obviously, emotional lyrics, melancholy lyrics, however you want to put it. But the music was really pleasant in that one. So love it, love it, love it, love it. We'll keep it going. Okay, we got Black Star. A fade in.
I get home from work and you're still standing in your dress and got what I do.
I like the space given there.
Around your head, what did you do? What are we coming to? What are we going to? Blame it on the black star. Blame it on the falling sky. Blame it on the satellite. Brings me home. Troubled words and troubled mind. I try to understand what is eating you. I try to stay awake, but it's 58 hours since that I last slept with you. What are we coming to? Just a
I like this.
I get on the train and I just stand about. Now that I don't think of you, I keep falling over, I keep passing out when I see a face like you. What am I coming to?
Nice. Okay, so that's Black Star. That's a fun track. I don't have too much to say about it because again, it's as far as like in the context of the album, I don't think it does anything super duper crazy. The song structure is super straightforward. It's not reinventing the wheel, but it's just a pleasant listen. It's just a pleasant listen. I feel like I've heard songs in this style very similarly before. There's a lot of songs that kind of go through this structure and sound, but I enjoy it. It is one I will listen to again. It's just easy listening. It's not a challenging listen by any means, but it's a fun listen. It's an enjoyable listen. Again, I like the dynamics that they've had all throughout the album, but definitely within this song too. My favorite part is that little slightly weird time signature do 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 riff. It gives a little something extra to the song, but it's pleasant. I really liked the vocal delivery on the chorus here. The riffs were pleasant. Just easy listening. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about that one, but it was enjoyable. Nothing negative. It's just enjoyable. It's just a solid song that doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it's nice to listen to. So that's Black Star. Fun song there. Getting close to the end. We got 2 more songs, so we'll do the penultimate song here, Sulk. Very jump forward start here. I really like this intro.
You bite through the big wall bites back. You sit there and sit there and blow. You're so pretty when you're on your knees, disinfected and eager to breathe. Sometimes you sound, sometimes you burn. God rest your soul. When love becomes a weaver, ready to go. Just like you did, you never
Nice bass.
Each time it comes, it eats me alive. I try to relate, but it eats me alive. So I declare holiday, fall asleep, drift Sometimes you suck, sometimes you burn. God rest your soul. When love becomes a weaver, ready to go. Just like you did, you never
Nice octaves, it sounds like.
Sometimes you suck, sometimes you burn.
Okay, so that's Sulk. It's another pleasant tune. I think that might be my least favorite so far. Not because it's a bad song. It's actually a pretty decent song. It's just it doesn't. I don't necessarily feel like it's additive to the album. Like I don't think it's really bringing anything new. It's a lot of what we've heard before, in terms of song structure and vibe. I don't think it reaches the highs of the other stuff we've heard. Again, it's not a bad tune. It's fine. It's good. I really like that part where the octaves, it seems like, came in. Um, it's not bad. I just don't think it's necessarily additive to the rest of the track list. Um, yeah, yeah, it just sounds probably a little too similar and a little too. I'm just not sure if it adds anything to the album. I know there's going to be someone in the comments like, "What the fuck? Sulk is my favorite song," which I could totally get. And maybe that'll change for me too. Just compared to what I've heard, I'm just like, this is just fine. But it is a pleasant listen. Like that's kind of the weird thing about it when I say it's my least favorite. It's definitely not bad. It's just fine to me. Um, so that's a cool little song. Um, yeah, it's I don't have too much to say about it. It's just a pretty straightforward song, similar into the style we've already heard on this album. Doesn't reach the highs of what I've heard before, but it's still a pleasant listen. And so we only got one track left. We got Street Spirit Fade Out. So I'm excited to see this. Let's see how this thing ends.
Rows of houses all bearing down on me. I can feel the hands touching me. All these things
Cool guitar work too.
all these things are one day swallow whole. Fade out again.
Powerful delivery.
This machine will not communicate these thoughts and the strain I am under. We watch out for a circle before we all go under. Fade out again. Fade out
I like that they're staying on this riff.
Cracked text, dead birds scream as they fight for life. I can feel death, can see its beady eyes. All these things into position, all these things will one day swallow. Fade out again. Fade out again.
All right.
and the strain I am under.
That was a really pleasant song too. I think that was a really nice way to end the album. Again, it adds a little bit of something to the track list here. I really like how they maintained that guitar riff all throughout it. A really nice mellow performance here. Great vocal delivery as always. It adds some nice variety to the track list here, and like I said, it's just a pleasant way to end the album. Yeah, that's just a really pleasant listen. That's what I would like to spend a few more times just kind of immerse myself in here. Because as I was listening to this, I was kind of gathering my thoughts on the whole album, which is a habit I need to break at the end of these reactions. Yeah, I like the vocal delivery on those lines too, where he kind of goes up a little bit towards the end. It's a very nice track, and so that's the bends. So we've made it through the bends here. Let me try to. It doesn't really matter. You guys can't see this anyways, but so that's the bends. I have a lot of thoughts on this album. I mean, I enjoyed this album more than I was expecting to be completely honest. I don't know what I was expecting. I obviously knew this was kind of more towards the start of their career here. I like that this album has a lot more traditional song structures. I like hearing Radiohead in this style too. I think in OK Computer we hear a lot of that as well. But obviously in a lot of their other tracks they don't follow, or I'm sorry, other albums, they don't follow like a traditional song structure. And I think they do a terrific job of that in this album. Like I said, it's super consistent. There's no misses on this album. They went 12 for 12. There's not a single track I would consider a skip. Now, is everything as ambitious as some of their other songs? No. But I don't think it needs to be. I think this is a super pleasant listen. I really loved how it guitar forward and how it kind of has that heavier, grungier kind of rock feel in a lot of these tracks. We have a lot of powerful choruses all over, both between the guitar and the vocal delivery. And I didn't mention it throughout the album, but I was definitely thinking that the drummer did a great job differentiating different parts and participating in those build-ups, giving a lot of edge and power to a lot of the things they were doing here. Like I said, I fucking love Just. That song was so cool. And I'm looking at the streams here. It looks like High and Dry is actually the most streamed song.
That's pretty clever, don't you, boy? One scream. It's the best thing that you've ever had.
I think that's an interesting part here. They have a lot of really good clean parts and like acoustic and mellow parts on this album. It definitely sounds more derivative of the sounds of this time that were coming out in rock and like grungy music. It's not as definitive Radiohead. I feel like they developed more of their own signature sound in the mellower parts and the clean parts later on in the albums. But again, it's not bad. It's super pleasant. Everything is a super pleasant listen. There's not a bad part. The only part of this album that really got me, like I said, the vocal delivery on I can't even remember what song it was, but the vocal delivery in the verse of, was it Fake Plastic Trees? It wasn't. I actually don't remember. It's always so much music that we're... I think it was Nice Dream, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was Nice Dream. Don't love the vocal delivery on there, but it might grow on me. Anyways, so that was the only part that I was like kind of iffy about. And then in one of the other songs, there was like that super high pitched noise that took me off guard that I just found a little unpleasant. But literally everything else on this album is super consistent. I think this is one of the best albums from them to just listen to front to back because it is so consistent. Like I said, the highs are not as high as some of the other crazy ass songs they write in their discography. But it's super consistent. You're not going to hear bad music at any point on this album. I think it has a really nice, fun energy to it. So like it's not like a Kid A, where maybe with Kid A, I have to be in a particular mindset a little bit more to listen to a record like that, because it is such a weird album, and I love Kid A. But this is just easier listening. Obviously, with the song structure, it's more predictable. None of the songs are like super duper long, and it's just I could just like throw this on while like making breakfast and jam out, or if I'm going for a walk. Yeah, like I said, their clean parts don't feel as definitively Radiohead as they will be later on, but I love the guitar work on this album. There's a lot of catchy parts. The bass is great, although it doesn't seem as in the forefront as other. Yeah, the guitar riffs, particularly on the first like quarter of this album, are super duper sick. I love it. It's got a lot of balls to it. And like I said, it's just interesting to hear them in this type of style. I really appreciate it. And on first impressions here, I think this would probably be in the top 4 Radiohead albums for me. My favorites are really like In Rainbows, OK Computer, Kid A, and I think the Bends might be next just because it is so consistent. And there isn't bad music on here. Or not even like, maybe that's the wrong way to put it, but just like there wouldn't be a song in here I would skip. Like I like a lot of songs on Hail to the Thief, but I went and revisited that album and I realized there's a lot of it like I would skip. There's a lot of stuff on there that like I'll take the pieces and bits that I like, but there's like I think this is just a more enjoyable front to back listen for my taste, even though this is less ambitious. And that's that's something I think about a lot. I think this isn't something specific to Radiohead fans. This is specific to a lot of different fans of bands and artists I listen to, where I think sometimes people get into a mindset where it's like they'll kind of rank albums where it's like the most conceptually ambitious or musically ambitious is always going to be better than the more straightforward stuff. And that might just be a taste thing, but I just kind of disagree. Like this album is definitely more straightforward, but I find it a more enjoyable front to back listen than like a moon-shaped pool, to be honest. And that's just a taste thing. I know a lot of people love a moon-shaped pool, and I completely get why. But for my personal taste, you said let's throw a Radiohead record on and listen front to back. I would take the Bends first, and that type of thing. And so again, it's not as ambitious, but I love it. If there's one bad thing I could say, which you heard me hinting at throughout this reaction, it's that some of it is a little samey. Some of the tracks feel like they're doing a very, very similar thing. Sulk in particular, I felt that way, where I'm like, is this additive to the album? Like if it was just poof, gone from the album, does it make it better? Does it make it worse? Hard to say. It's a lot of music to digest in one sitting here. But I definitely think this is one of their most consistent albums, and this was a really enjoyable listen. I know this is one I'm going to be spinning again. And I'm really happy that I did a reaction to it. Like I said, I think right now I would say this is a top 4 Radiohead album for me. Yeah, I'm thinking like between this and like Amnesiac. It's hard to say. But all I know is I really appreciated listening to this, and you guys let me know what you think about this one. Kind of where does it fall for you? What are your favorites on here? What are your least favorites? Like I said, Just is probably my favorite, but I'll have to listen to this a lot to get a more definitive opinion. Where does this kind of rank for you in their discography? Do you like that this has a more straightforward song structure? Do you prefer what they do later on? Do you spin this album a lot? I'm curious to see. As always, thanks you guys for tuning in. Definitely leave comments. I read them all. I'll be very interested to see what you say. And yeah, I think that's it. Just thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.